Pretty much all of us are watching digital media these days, but have you ever thought about how it got to your home and how you're using it and what facilitated all that? David Habiger has. He's CEO of Sonic Solutions. You are kind of the go-between for getting video and digital media content from Hollywood and into our homes. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, our mission statement since we started the company in the 2 decades ago was to help the studios get that content from the studio to your house.
Coming down through the internet now, you don't need to own the DVD anymore. You don't need to own the CD. You can just access it when you want it. But you're not just in control of the technical aspects. You are also managing the digital rights as well.
Yes, correct. So we actually have a cloud that has the rights to the content from all the studios, and then that's tied to the device. So our job is to make it simple.
People are already using your software and they may not even know it. A lot of it's bundled with their computers already, right?
Yeah, we ship on roughly 40 million people a year. And some people know some of our brands, Roxio, Toast on the Mac. They both are #1 in their categories, have been for several years. But we're really the behind-the-scenes tools provider, technology between Sonic and DivX. It's hard to find a video file that's been consumed digitally that at some point our tools didn't touch.
Okay. You've been spending the last few years getting all the pieces into position, unbeknownst to everyone else who's still getting DVDs through the mail. But you don't think that's really going to last for much longer, DVDs through the mail, that is, right? Well, I mean, a tremendous amount of time.
I think certainly the DVDs never just disappear. Things like that never happen. This has been about, for us, a 4-year journey of building out all this stuff, and it's happening. And I think that's reflected in the fact from people that in the space like Netflix who does DVDs through the mail. I mean, they'd be the first to tell you that we're all seeing this fundamental shift in consumer behavior. It's partly driven by the technology, partly driven by consumers wanting to simply just get content instantly, but also the studios moving in that direction. Ultimately, they own the content, and it's their job to, if they really want to support those models, that's what has to happen. They made that clear to us and several other folks several years ago that was important. So yeah, it's definitely happening. We feel like we made the right investment. A little painful a couple of years ago when you tell your investors that we're going to spend a lot of our energy and hundreds of engineers are working on something that is going to happen in the future, but it's happening, and we feel like it was a good move.
Right. So speaking of the future, you've just completed some big moves. That acquisition of DivX that we talked about just completed this month. What can we expect in the near future from Sonic?
You'll hear a lot of exciting things over the coming months, certainly going to CES. I think simply put, you will find that about every couple of weeks there are massive shifts in the space, and if you kind of pull behind the scenes, more than likely you're going to find that our technology, as it relates to over-the-top streaming, downloading, whatever is a non-physical model, more than likely is one way or another we're involved. And again, that's our job. That's what we've been doing since since the early 90s.
How long do you think it is before we can just get whatever we want, whenever we want it, and have it streamed to whatever device we want?
It's very close. You today can go out to within a block of Times Square here and buy Panasonic TV, LG, Samsung, so any name and manufacturer. Our software is, going back 3 years ago, built into the chips to load onto those devices, to connect and see the internet with various retailers who are the facing brands. Keep in mind, Sonic is not a sales and marketing company. We're an engineering company. We are not the retailer. So we're the guys who make it all work, manage the rights, build the software, build the infrastructure. Go to anywhere out here, and at this point in time, have a pretty seamless experience with almost any movie the day it comes out on DVD.
Okay, seems like a bright future ahead. David Habiger, CEO of Sonic Solutions. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for your time, Carter. Thank you.